Alright everyone, good morning. Back out here at the flight line this morning. Only one here. Got a small wind this morning, a little bit cool, about 40 degrees. And let's see what kind of day this is. It's a jet-tacular day. Got the Freewing Rebel, that's a new addition, we'll maiden it here in a minute. Got the Freewing Stinger, 64 millimeter. This I piled up out here on a cold morning and let the battery run too low and ran out of juice, and she came out of there and just completely devastated the front end up here. So I just went ahead and ordered a new fuselage at about $38 I think, something like that. Got it ported back over, so it'll be a remaiden on it this morning. And then I've got the Dynam turbojet. It's like the Citation 550, the ambulance model, to come pick up the devastation of the planes I wrecked. And then of course I've got the Freewing Panther F9. So without further ado, let's get the Freewing Rebel up first. Hey, good morning everyone. Back on the flight line this morning, only one here so far. Got a brisk wind, about 5 miles high. It's actually about 6 miles an hour coming out of the south-southeast. New acquisition on deck. Got the Rebel V2. I picked it up from Motion RC. It'll be coming out on a 2650 4-cell Turnigy, completely factory with the exception of painting the exhaust ring and the nose cone black. I think they looked better. The nose cone was white and the exhaust ring was silver. I think it looks a little better as being black. Alright, coming out on low rates on aileron, mid rate on the elevator, and man, look at this. This has very little elevator control. Even that right there is high rates. I was a little concerned with it. It's only about 8 millimeters of travel on the high, where the manual calls out for like 12 on the low and 16 for the high. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I figured I'd give it a try. See if she'll rotate. If she doesn't rotate, then we know we'll have to take it apart and figure out what's wrong. Alright, we'll put the rudder on high until we taxi out and then go back to low on it. Field's not in too great a shape today. We've got a lot of weeds and stuff out there. Alright, here we go. Back into low rate on the rudder. Line's clear. Taking off. Whoa. Gonna have to stick that on high again. That wheel's pulling way over. We are up in the air. Gears are up. That was no flaps on that takeoff, by the way. Bring it down in front of us. This is a 70 millimeter fan size. And I did put that elevator into high rate for the takeoff. Took quite a bit of real estate to get it off the ground. However, it did seem to do okay. I don't know that it's got enough to loop. We'll try that right here. Full throttle. Coming back. And she did it with no worries. A little slow, but it's still okay. Sorry, I know it's getting out there a little far, but maiden flight, wanting to keep a little altitude on it. Really didn't need a lot of trim on it. A little bit of up trim right there. I did have to add about 2.5 ounces of weight to the front end of this. Check our time. Get about 20 seconds. Make a gear pass here. Yep, they're deployed. Alright, we'll circle around here. I don't think we'll need to try flaps. We've got such a good breeze. Timer was set for 3 minutes, so we're going to try to get this down on the first attempt. Looking good on the approach, coming off the throttle. A little bit of a bounce. We'll go around one more time. See if we can't hold off on that touchdown again. Much better. Just got to hold these jets off a little bit, or else they will definitely bounce. And again, that was with no flaps. I'm sure putting flaps on it would have slowed it down a little more. I'm going to have to adjust that front wheel because she is definitely pulling hard to the right. Okay, there's hands off right there, and it just wanted to torque right over to the right. Let's see how it's lined up there. Yeah, it's definitely canted off to the right. I'm surprised I didn't catch that. Alright, well that's the Freewing Rebel V2. And show you where I installed the weights on this. I've got 1 ounce of weight on this side, 1 ounce of weight on this side, and then actually it's got 3 ounces of weight, 1 more ounce here. I was thinking I only put a ½ ounce here, but I put 2, actually 4 sections of it, so it's another ounce there. So that's a total of 3 ounces of weight on this bad boy in order to get it to balance right. And this is actually the first, maybe the second plane ever that I've had to add weight to. I think actually it's still a little bit tail heavy right now, at least when you're picking it up according to the manual. On the call outs, it calls for 90 to 100 millimeters back from the leading edge root of the wing. And when I put a 3,000 milliamp battery in it and tested it, it was spot on with a 95 millimeter placement. This one right here, it's like I said, on the scale it's tipping up nose on it. But all right, well, thanks for watching.